I don't know what Batman and Mr. Jefferson are talking about. Maybe it's about fighting crime. Or maybe it's about getting some tasty Jeffersons to fill up the rest of Chupa's collection. I hope it's the last part, because I could use it. Let's get going. Hi, this is Silver Chupacabra, and it's time for Nickel Box Hunt number 8. Of course, as usual, we're looking for all the treasures that box is going to be able to give out. We're looking for some more Buffalo Nickels, which we finally got some in the last Nickel Box Hunt. We're looking to return getting more War Nickels back. We did not get any from the last hunt. We're also looking for some key dates. All 3 of those. And I believe the 50D is also on as well. We've got a semi-key date to get. And we do have one more silver to actually get as well. We have 6 spots open. Will this box or the other box be up to it? Let's hope. So here are the enders, or what we can only see on the top side. Just kind of take a trip through there. And first thing I'm seeing is boom, 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 boom. There's a lot of newbies in here. They're 2010s, but the awful. I cannot stand that portrait. It's not even really a portrait, to be honest, but I guess it is. It's just awful. Yeah. It's not the proof nickel that we found on the last nickel hunt, but could be the speared bison. Wow. Look at all the new stuff. I've actually already looked at some of the bottoms. They're not all new, but I'm just hoping that the inside, we're not hoping, the insides will have much better coinage, much older coinage too. Let's make sure that happens by going to the first roll. Roll 1 of this hunt. If the first roll is any indication, there were a lot of newbies in here, a lot of between 2010 and 2023. But inside all that, 1953. I like that. If we can get an S, that would even be much, much cooler. Let's see what we get. That is a mint mark. I'll have to pull this up just a little bit. It's a D. It makes sense, but, could be worse. Hopefully, I don't mind the new coins, but if we're going to get 1 old coin per roll, hey, I'm good. 7th roll of this box, and it has been pretty slow for a nickel hunt so far. Lots of new ones, I would say. What I mean by new, from the teens into the 20s. But this one popped up out of nowhere, and I believe me, look at the ones around it. They all look new. You may think that's a 59, ladies and gents, but that is a 1939 second-year Jefferson. Not a whole lot of detail. Not bad on the hair. I need both key dates D and S for the collection book. And pretty worn here on the back. Will we get a break and get a D or an S? No, we will not. But we will look for certain things. I do not see a Henning notch there, but I will be weighing it later on. And there are, I believe, a DDO and a DDR and a QDR, for God's sakes. I'll check on those a little bit later. But cool. Nice old one. I'm on Rule 13. I was just sitting here feeling sorry for myself and how bad this has been for a box so far. So bad that I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I got one with a D here. We can do a little bit of success fail. And I just happen to be glancing back, glancing back, glancing back, glancing back, glancing back. What the heck is that? Unbelievable. After almost half a year of not having a buffalo in one of these rolls, a buffalo nickel has arrived again. This is going to be the third within the last 2 hunts. First one of this box. This makes this box so much better already. And even better, it's got a date. If you can read it, it's a 25. But we're going to pull it out so that you can read it a little bit. I've got a couple of lights going on here. I've changed my lighting procedures. It's not quite working out yet, but look, it's actually a pretty readable date. At least the last 2 digits are, and we already know what the 19 is. It's in decent shape. Full Liberty. Very readable. Head's in good shape. Now, can we get a mint mark with that? Back actually is in pretty good condition too. No, we do not get a mint mark, but that is a very nice coin. Lettering's in there as well. That might actually qualify, VG maybe? Either G or VG. Just for giggles and you-know-whats, let's go up here. I'm feeling so good that I think a 50D is going to pop out of here. Let's find out. Da, 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 da. Ho, ho, ho. If that 0 pops out, I might have to do a dance on this video. I know you didn't want to see me dance anyway. 1955D, fairly common date, but still a cool find. That is a success, by the way. Success. Roll 14 of this 8th nickel box hunt. And we're starting to get a little warmer here. We've actually got a couple of finds here. We've got a 1952 here. A couple of years onward from the 1950 that we're coveting. Pretty good shape, by the way. Denver D-Mint mark, Denver. Nice. And then we've got the last of the 50s, 1959. Usually a Denver, and it is. But 2 finds, right about the middle of the roll. I still got a little bit to look at. We are on roll 20. Batman's looking pretty good there. Pretty, justicey. Anyway. Very end of the roll. 1955 has popped up. 55 with no mint mark is actually a semi-key date. Just got one in the last box hunt, too. Usually these turned out to be D's. That's another D. I've had 2 of those already so far. That is the 9th find of this box. Roll 24 of this box hunt. I guess we're at the start here. We've got a 1949. This will be the first 40s from this box so far. 1949 does have a semi-key date. Isn't that right, OC? OC? Yeah, that's what I thought. OC says yes. No mint mark in this case. That means Philadelphia. We will check the rest of this row and see if I find something for you to look at. Roll 25, and I actually have not spread the roll out yet because this came in here. Now, of course, this should not be coming in a nickel roll. I'm not sure why a nickel counter would even be counting this. But I don't even get the decency to get a steel penny out of this. It is an oddity. It's also screwing me out of 5 cents, or 4 cents at least. Anyway, I still have a roll to look at. Roll 28, and I've been just kind of sitting here lamenting this is just not a good box. Except for the Buffalo find. And the fact of the matter is I miscounted how much I had. I have 8 finds at this point. So I'm just laying this roll out here. I'm not really seeing much. There's a little bit here in front. Wait a minute. This dirty one that's got a lot of gunk on it does not look like a Jefferson head of any kind. It does not look like... Oh, wait a minute. Look what's up top here. It says 5 cents. That's a Buffalo nickel. Out of this box of 2000 teens and 2020s, there's another Buffalo nickel. At this point, I don't care how many I get. If I keep on getting quality coins like this, I'm because it's just nasty. I'm looking for a mint mark. If I didn't finish my thought. If I keep on getting quality coins like this, I don't care about how many I get in the box. Give me the quality coins. So no, I don't see a mint mark there. I'll probably scope it later on, but the question is, God, there's more gunk on the front. Somebody didn't do a proper bidding of their Tootsie Roll, or whatever the heck this stuff is. It actually has a date on it, too. And I don't know why my voice goes like this when I get excited. It's got a date. It's 1935. I found a 1935D in the last box hunt, and look at this. I don't know if there's an S, but I've almost got the mint cycle for Buffalo nickels. That's pretty cool. It looks a little bit warm, but I think if I clean this up with some hot water, maybe, that might, it's not worth really anything anyway, except for it as a find. I'm very stoked about that. Okay, so here's the Buffalo nickel all cleaned up. All I used was hot water. Don't worry, folks, I didn't use any thing to burn it away or the whatnot. It's actually in pretty decent condition, better condition than I thought it was. All the gum or Tootsie Roll, whatever the heck that was hiding a lot of stuff. I could probably clean it a little bit more, but she looks pretty cool. On to roll 30, and I have laid it out. I've got a coin with a D sticking out in the back here. I'm going to pull that and do a little bit of success fail. To win this, it has to be a 1950D, of course. It's got a nice... All the old coins I'm finding are having a little bit of schmooze on it. It's interesting. Okay, let's see what we got. That's a lot of wear on that portrait. I'm at least thinking 40s. Well, that's gone there. 50? Oh, come on. 58? Really? Okay. Sorry. Did I mask my disappointment there? It's a 1958 from Denver. And that's actually the first one we found tonight. So, hey, boom. Goes right on the line. Still on roll 30. So we do have a second find here. 1951. All of a sudden, I'm getting a lot of 51s. Maybe I need to go, man, I wish you were getting a lot of 1950s, indies. The 51S, I believe, is a semi-key date. We'll just check it right there. Sure is. Let's go ahead and see if we at least have a mint mark. Nope, Philadelphia. Very cool, though. That is the 11th fine. We're almost up to average here for 4 every 10 rolls. Pretty cool. Roll 38 of this box hunt. Gotten a little slow again. And I'm not even bringing you in for a fine. This is the second roll with a penny in it. And by the way, it's an extra. There's actually 40 nickels here and 1 penny. Let's check it out. You never know. Could be a 1909 SVDB. Wouldn't that be something? What are the odds? Looking a little too new for that. 96. I can't even check for DDO or DDR. Darn it. Okay. Still on roll 38. And looks like we have another 49. We do. The bigger question on this, even though it's got lots of areas, will it be that S semi-key at 8? I'm going to doubt it. Not in this condition. But hope springs eternal. It actually does have a mint mark. It's a D. That's cool. I don't know how many were made in Denver that year, but I don't think it probably wasn't more than 40, 50 million. I'm just estimating. On to roll 41, and found something a little bit late in the roll here. Somewhere. There you go. Forgot where it was. 54. Find a lot of 1954 Ds here. I'd rather see a Philly or a San Francisco. And there's the 54D. Cool. Well, roll 45 of the box hunt, and just starting to check the flattened out ones. Right at the beginning, 1957. Very common day, but man, that thing is actually looking pretty tasty. And these marks down the line there, but no, pretty good shape overall. It's got a D in there, and that's a usual, but cool. That is the 14th find of this box. Well, 47 of this nickel box hunt. This first box, at least. There you go, 1940. Finally, been waiting for this for the old box. Days out sunshine if you don't get a 1940. Especially if it's Philadelphia. I think this is going to have a mint mark. This actually has decent detail to it. Back, maybe not so much on the reverse. Yep, there it is. It is an S. Wow. That's the second box in a row we've got an S40, which, you know, that's a better date. It's still common. You're in roll 48, and we have another common visitor here. I'll have to remember where it is. There we go, 1941. 1940 and 41 kind of go together that way. It's nice to see it. Let's see if we've got a mint mark. I'm thinking no on this one. Oh, Philadelphia. Cool. I believe that is the 16th find of this box. One roll left. We are on number 49, and at the very... it's actually in the middle, I'm going to say. At the very middle of it, we've got a couple. We've got a 1940 right there. No mint mark, Philly. So we've got a couple of 1940s now, San Francisco and a Philly. And we also got another 57 coming in here. Probably Denver. It is. Roll 50 of the box. And at the very, very end. I'm not sure it was the end of the roll. I wasn't paying complete attention to it. But take a look. Another 1949. We've actually found 3 of them. We had nice 1960. I might check that out. Just make sure all my other collections have a nice 1960D in it. Anyway, there's a 49, I believe. All we've gotten so far. I think we got a D. Let's check it out. Sometimes I need reminded. So nothing. Is there a mark there? Yep, there's a D there. And here's the other 49. Philly. Oh, so we need the San Francisco for the mint cycle. Nice. Condition is so-so. And this would be a semi-key date, by the way. Do we get an S? No, we do not. Yeah, so the second box has been open. Let's just take a quick look. See if we have any fancy enders. Oh, it's another Buffalo nickel. 2005 variety. I see a few interesting looking ones. We'll also see some new ones too. Bump back and forth here. Of course, we all know that all the good stuff's inside. I would say this looks like an older bunch of coins than the first box did. Okay, it's taken us 5 rolls to get to the first find, but we actually do have one right there in the roll itself. 41. It's 83 years old. Still a common date. An S would probably be the best outcome here. It's got some detail there. Let's see what we got. It is an S. That's very interesting. So now we have a 40S and a 41S. Oh, just need a D for the cycle. Still on the 5th row, so it looks like we're going to have a couple of finds on the 5th row. Make up for the slow start. Hard to read that, but it is in 1956, and it does have a mint mark. D for Denver. 11th roll of the box. We have our third find turning up. It's going to be another 1941. I do need a D for the mint cycle, which would be nice. All the 41s are basically common, but mint marks a little bit better. Is it a D or an S? It's another S. Wow. Pretty cool. This is roll 13 of this second box of the hunt, or current hunt, I should say. Did see another 54. There it is. In the roll. We've had one before. Denver. I mean, it got some interesting rim wear, but the portrait's got a little bit of detail to it. Be interesting to see if this is a D again. Tends to be the one that shows up most here. No, it's a Philadelphia. That is awesome. Roll 15 of this second box of the current hunt. And now that we let the water go, it's just rushing by us. These 40s and 41s are coming in pretty hard and heavy. Need a D for the mint cycle. What are the chances? Oh, Philadelphia will be. On to roll 18 of this second box of the current hunt. Just at the start of that row, and we've got a 1947 multicolored Fantastico coin. Well, at least the multicolored part is right. There is no semi-key or key dates for 47, but it's always nice to find a nice oldie. Question would be, can we get a D or an S on there? Oh, look at that. We did get an S, or is it a D? Very interesting. It's an S, but it looks like it's been squished. 47S, San Francisco, out of San Francisco. That is awesome. We will continue to see if anything else shows up. We're on roll 23 of this second box of a current box hunt. In about middle, I would say, 1955 shows up. This is in pretty good condition, folks. This gets me to start thinking about it being the semi-key date without a mint mark out of Philly. Question is, will it be? Even if not, man, that 55 that's in there with the Denver mint mark might have to move over for this one. It is a Denver. It's all right. Like I said, decent condition. I mean, not perfect, but you know. Do you have a little bit more to look at? On to roll 24 of this second box of the current hunt. Got a couple of finds here. As we go down 0. There is 1947. I won't do that French accent anymore. Another 47. We had a 47S earlier, which is a nice one to get. Not a semi-key date. There aren't any for 47, but, you know. Oh, my gosh. How do you get another S? That's very interesting. I don't know how many have been made of that. I'll have to check on that. There is another find, and I found 3 of these different dates. The last box hunt. Take a look. Look at that mirror finish in the background. Look at the cameo. It's a proof again. It's weird. I think I found a total of 2 proofs before this, nickel-wise. And once again, this is a 2003 here. Let's pull this up a little bit so you can see it. There it is. There's that S mint mark. It's a weak S mint mark. Well, it's hard to tell. Anyway, that's cool. Yeah, you look at it even has the ring of death. There's some. No, that actually isn't a ring of death. It looks like there was another coin laying on it. Kind of a thing. I don't know. I don't know how that would get that way. Anyway, it's not in good shape, but still, cool find. You're on to roll 30 of this current box hunt. And we've got a couple of finds that at least I know about. Should be able to see the 49 down here on the bottom. Decent shape. I'll even hold it up here for a little bit, but I think it's got a pretty good detail on it. This has a chance, I think, of being a semi-key date 49S. We'll see what we get. Oh, it's going to be a straight out 49. Kill beans. I can't remember if we've actually found a 49 yet, but. And then, I don't want to mess up. There we go. Got another 47. We've already had a couple of 47S's, which, I don't know, I just find that's interesting to get 2 of them in one box. It's got a good detail. There could be another one for all I know. It would be interesting, the trifecta of San Francisco's. It actually is. Unbelievable. How is that even a possibility? I get 347s, they're all San Francisco's. It only happens if it's a really, really common date, and I don't think there was that many made. I'll probably put it up somewhere. Well, I know I'll put it up at least once and how many was minted. Wow. Roll 31 of this box hunt, and about midway through the roll. Got a 55 there. Let's say the 66 was looking good. Anyway, that wear has got to be older than that. Anyway, 55, we've already got, I think, 3 55Ds. I think it's time for a semi-key date 55 Philly. I don't think in this wear pattern is going to be one. Nope, D again. Go. Still a little bit to check out. This is roll 34 of the second nickel box of our current hunt. I was going to say earlier that this box is reminding me a lot of the first box in it. I'm getting a lot of newer coins from 2010 to, present day. Getting interdispersed with hit after hit once in a while here, but not a whole lot of stuff. And then that. That's right, folks. This is the third Buffalo nickel of this box hunt. I have never had more than two in a box hunt itself. I've had two, but that has been the limit. But very, very cool. And it's in pretty good shape. You can see the horn there and the whatnot. Do you have a little schmooze there on the back end or the back side of the bison? The question, of course, what will the date be? The date is clear. Wow, 1930. It's the best date we've had so far, meaning clarity-wise. So that's probably the best in shape buffalo nickel we've had in this hunt so far. Cool. The third buffalo nickel this hunt. Like I said, I've never had that before. To roll 36 of this box hunt. Unbelievably, we got another 1947. This is going to be the fourth one. By now, you've seen all the other nickels, the 47 nickels. They've all been S's. If this is an S, what are the odds? My God! Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. I don't get it. This is the fourth 47S. I just don't understand. Well, I mean, that's awesome. It's also creepy. I'm sorry, it is. On to roll 40 of this box hunt. We've got a fine sticking out right here, 1948. So this will be the first 48 of this hunt. And 1948 does have a semi-key date if it has an S mint mark. It's decent shape, to be honest. It looks pretty good, not totally detailed, but hey. Let's see what the back looks like. I'm thinking more Denver than San Francisco, to be honest. It's neither. It's Philadelphia. Philadelphia deserves an apology. I apologize. Looking down there for a second, I thought maybe that was a die crack, but no, it's just it looks like a scratch all the way down there, or pencil. Could be pen or pencil on there too. Yeah. Anyway, we go nicely right here between 47s and 49s. Roll 42 of this box hunt. So we've got 8 rolls left. And take a look. Second year Jefferson popped up, 1939. Of course, you know what we're hoping for. There's a lot of wear on that, but hope springs eternal. Looking for a D or an S mint mark. What will it be? Well, I don't know. We'll get it sometime, that's for sure. We keep on hitting them. So we have 6 rolls left. That means we are on roll 44. And I'm just flabbergasted at this point. As I was spreading this roll out, I actually haven't finished spreading it. You can see right there. I was spreading this roll out. Unbelievable. This is the fourth Buffalo nickel of this box hunt. There were 2 in the first box and 2 in this box. And both of these boxes are very similar in the type of coins that are coming out. More newish than anything else. I had to scrape for the old coins. And there you are. Definitely no mint mark. Rim is pretty good, although it is wearing into the head. No horn. I can just kind of look at this and basically say G4 to V8, but I'd have to look at the portrait here first, of course. The question is, does it have a date? Oh my gosh, it does. There's enough of it. There's definitely you cannot see the 19. Clearly you can see a 2. The question is the last digit. Is it a 6 or is it an 8? And by the way, a lot more wear on the rim here. It would be lucky to get a G4, I would say. Probably more AG than G. Hard to tell. I'm going to go ahead and scope it. So here we are. I've actually already looked. I looked at a 1928 and a 1926. On this particular coin, an 8 would actually have, you know how an 8 is made. It's got 2 basic circles with a empty space in there. On the Buffalo nickel, actually the top side is smaller. The bottom part is a bigger one, and then there's a smaller one on top. And that doesn't look like this at all. The 6 actually looks like this. It looks like a same size part up here on top as it does here. Of course, with this, if this was in better condition, you would see the 6 scope out like it should. Not all the way down, but that is definitely a 6 in this case. So, pretty cool. 3 rolls left. We are on roll 47 of this hunt. And I've been looking through the spreads here. This is about middle. So 1947. And it's been a while since we've seen a 47. We found 4 so far. And what was so special about them? They were all S's. Just weirdness. I shouldn't even say anything. There shouldn't be no way I can get an S on this one. Well, we'll find out, won't we? It is a mint mark, but this time I believe that is a D, yes. E for Denver, I believe it is. I will come back if I'm going to check it on the scope. I'll come back if it actually is not. But, well, you're seeing it for yourself. It is in San Francisco. This is 5 of them. Yes, you heard me. I don't understand this whatsoever. First of all, there's barely a mint mark there. It's worn down so much. How that gets worn down that badly, by the way, is news to me. Because you've got higher relief over here on Monticello and higher relief on the rim. How does the mint mark get that worn? I don't get that whatsoever. But anyway, the larger point is, I found 5 1947s and they're all San Francisco. I live in Denver. I don't even think you would do that if you were living in San Francisco. Roll 49 with 1 roll left. Laid everything out, just checking through the first part. And 1953 has popped up. And bring this over here. Nice. Do we have a mint mark to go with that? We do not. 53 Philadelphia. Second 53 we found today. Can't remember if the yellow one had a mint mark, but anyway. Cool. Bring it back if something pops up. Okay, so we are done with this nickel box hunt. Number 8. There's the layout for the summary. Let's go right to it. We are at 1940 is that? Looks like I have this in the wrong position. There we go. We've got one 1940 from Philly, one from San Francisco, 41. Got a couple of those from Philly, a couple of those from San Francisco. Got a lot of San Francisco coins. Case in point, 1947, all San Francisco. That to me is weird. 148 Philly, got a few 49s Philly, and one Denver. 151 Philly. Don't see anything down there. 52, a couple from Philly. We have got 154. I did say 53, right? For some reason, I thought I had some 52s, but my bad. 51s, 53s, there's 54. One from Philly, one from Denver, bunch of 55s from Denver, 56, 57, a few of those, 58, and then 59. The quality hits for these two hunts, of course, we got a couple 39s. I guess those are really common, but since I don't see them all the time, I'm going to continue calling them quality for now. And I still got to check for Henning and other varieties, by the way. These, I'm still astounded that I got 4 Buffalo nickels in a box hunt, even though there were 2 boxes still. I've never had more than 2. What do we got here? You got 25, 35. I think they're all Phillies. Don't quote me on that. We've got a 30, and then we've got that 26 that we found late. Actually, we found both of those pretty late. We found one in Pruth, 2003. Very cool. A couple of miscellaneous for some reason. Pennies were in there, and by the way, they were extra. Excuse me. They were extra. There were 40 nickels in the rolls. They just happened to add a penny in there. That was actually pretty cool. So those are the finds. I've still got to check for varieties, which I will be doing here in a little bit, and then we'll check the collection books. So, I have checked for varieties and did not find anything error-wise or variety-wise. Now to the catalog books, and I really got nothing to show you. There were no updates, there were no additions except for the tertiary, the third collection I've got going. I actually got this buffalo buck a long time ago when I was actually finding buffalo nickels before I had my big 6-month hiatus, let's call it that. And now since I've been blessed, I would use that word here, blessed enough to have gotten 6 buffalo nickels in the last 2 hunts. I'm going to start this back up again. So as you can see, I've got a few in here. This one up here is actually a duplicate 1916. Let's go a century down on that one, Chupa. But, I've got a few in here. 16D's a pretty darn good find, to be honest. But there's one from this hunt. I can't, the older ones, I can't remember when I got them, so I'm not going to mark or write a date on there. But here are a couple that I found this last hunt. And then we got a few in here from the one before and the last hunt. Where'd it go? I mean, it's a start. Of course, we want to get more of these. So next nickel hunt, let's continue on with the buffaloes, please. One buffalo. I don't ask her much. I hope you enjoyed that. The shorts and the long video that'll come out from this. The long video wise, of course, will be long. Hopefully I can keep it under 50 minutes. As usual, watch what you want. If you don't want to watch it, that's your life. Of course, you wouldn't have heard me say this if you didn't watch the whole video. Hope everybody has a great weekend, whenever this does come out. Love having you here. We'll see you on the next video.